Alrighty, how is everyone doing? And welcome to the official BlightBreed channel. So this is the official BlightBreed channel from now on. There's two BlightBreed channels out there, one that I originally made and then this one which is going to be the official one from now on. What I will be doing today is I'll be breaking down the full game of BlightBreed, hopefully to the full extent that I can. And then I'll be showing a game at the end where I verse a friend of mine and he absolutely dominates me in the game and absolutely destroys me. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, just to clarify a few things, some of the card layouts that you see in the TTS are the old card layouts, and then some of them are the new card layouts. There was a bit of a mix up there, which I'm not going to get into, but there was just a bit of a mix up when it came to updating the TTS. But that mix up was on my was my fault essentially, because I had a pre-saved deck from when the TTS was like 6 months old and I was using that pre-saved deck. That's essentially where the mix-up came from. Just to clarify that, in case you're wondering why the card layouts look different on some cards compared to the other cards. Oh, but before I go any further, make sure you follow the landing page for the Kickstarter. Our main set is coming out. Well, not coming out, but is being launched later on this year. And the Kickstarter for that is next month. So I will put the landing page in the link of this video, in the description of this video. So if you are interested, go check that out and please follow the landing page. It will help us out so much. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble too much. This is just off the cuff for the most part. And yeah, there's really no script, so I hope you enjoy this video and I hope you enjoy seeing me getting my ass kicked at the end. So stay tuned till the end to see a game of BlightBreed. I will now go to the TTS and I'll see you guys in there. Let's do it. Let's do it. Does anyone even say that anymore? Does anyone even say, let's do it, y'all, anymore? I don't know. Let's go. Let's get this. I don't think anyone says, let's get this either. Let's get this bread, y'all. Let's get this TTS going. All right, I'm done. All right, so here we are in our lovely tabletop simulator, which took us a very long time to build, but it is absolutely gorgeous and I love it so much. Anyway, as I said, a lot of this is going to be off the cuff, but I'm going to try my best not to ramble, so let's get right into it. So in BlightBreed, there's 4 distinct cards. So we have our Vial cards, we have our Hybrid cards, we have our Adrenaline cards, and we have our Clan cards. So let's start this off nice and simple and come over here to the Vials. So as you can see, we have a red vial, we have a green vial, a blue vial, and then we have something called a pure vial, or a yellow gold vial as some people like to call it. Your red, green, and blue vials are your main resource and what you'll be using majority of the time to activate abilities on your hybrids or activate adrenaline cards. A pure vial, on the other hand, is also a main resource which you can have up to 5 in your deck. A pure vial acts as any color and any amount of vial. So for example, to put that into context, if you have a hybrid with an attack move, a special ability, or an adrenaline card that requires, let's say for example, 1 green and 1 blue vial, the pure vial can cover that if you don't have a green or a blue vial or neither. Long story short, a pure vial is essentially any amount of vial and any color vial, and you can have up to 5 in your deck. Now moving down just a little bit here, you'll see that we have our adrenaline cards. Adrenaline cards are essentially effect cards that you can activate during your turn or during your opponent's turn, depending if it's an adrenaline for attacking or an adrenaline for defending. There's 3 different types of adrenalines. So you have your standard adrenalines. So for example, rejected is a standard adrenaline. The definition for that is your opponent cannot draw any cards at the start of their next turn. The play cost, as you can see, is on the top right, and that's 2 green vials. Then we have something called an overcharged adrenaline. This specific overcharged adrenaline is called Castaway, and as you can see, the play cost for that is actually 1 pure vial. So pure vials also act as a play cost for certain hybrid abilities and certain adrenaline cards. The more stronger attacks and the more stronger adrenalines. And then if we move down here a little bit, we have something called an Alliance adrenaline. This specific card here was our Collecticon promo. The ability is quite long, so I'm not going to read it out, so you're more than welcome to pause the video and read it yourself. But essentially an alliance adrenaline is another type of adrenaline, another specific type of adrenaline that has a specific type of effect. And as you can see, the play cost in the top corner is 1 red and 2 blue vials. When it comes to adrenalines, you can have as many standard adrenalines in your deck as you like, with only up to 2 of the same one. When it comes to overcharged adrenalines, you can only have 1 overcharged adrenaline in your deck. And when it comes to alliance adrenalines, you can only have 1 alliance adrenaline in your deck also. So you can have an overcharged adrenaline in your deck whilst also having an alliance adrenaline in your deck at the same time. That's completely fine. And you can have as many standard adrenalines in your deck, but only 2 of the same one. In our main Convergence set launching next month on Kickstarter as of making this video, there's going to be many adrenaline cards in the set. Adrenaline cards are very crucial to BlightBreed. They tether very well and very closely with the hybrids that you choose to put into your deck, and they're very beneficial and very crucial. Right now we don't have much adrenaline art, and these 2 arts will be changed as well, as they were exclusive. This one was exclusive to the Kickstarter, and this one was a Collecticon exclusive. So those arts will be changed, but they will have the same effect. Just to clarify that in case people are wondering. But there's going to be many adrenaline cards in the main Convergence set, and it's going to be really awesome to see the different combinations and variations of attacks and moves and combos that people come up with when it comes to a game of BlightBreed. That's going to be really fun to see. So moving along here to the cream of the crop are the hybrid cards, which I'm sure everyone is looking forward to seeing. Currently in BlightBreed, there are 3 different hybrid cards. So for example, we have a standard hybrid, like Zera. We have a rogue hybrid, like Alora. And then we have our clan leaders like Charles, Dedrick, Jules, Matthias, and Valerie. As you can see in this TTS, there's only currently 5 clan leaders. In the main set Convergence, there's going to be 8 clan leaders, each with their own ultra rare art and some special other arts and stuff like that. It's going to be really cool. So now what I want to do is I want to break down the hybrid cards just a little bit so you can get more of an understanding of how it works and what each element is. So if we just look at the standard rare Charles here, let's have a look at him. If it lets me. There we go. TTS can be a little bit finicky sometimes. So as you can see up the top, Charles, he's the Wolf Clan leader. He is the leader of the clan. His attack move is Hardened Claws. His special ability is Iron Fur. Each hybrid has an attack move and a special ability. Now, if we come over here to the standard hybrids and we have a look at, let's say, Victoria, for example, you can see that on the top right hand corner she has a play cost of 1 blue vial. Now if we head back to the hybrid clan leaders, you can see that they don't actually have a play cost at all. Now there's a very interesting reason for this, but we'll get into that a little bit later once we start talking about the gameplay and how the game actually plays. Each deck is composed of 1 hybrid clan leader and the corresponding hybrids for that clan. So for example, if we look at Charles here, if Tabletop Simulator stops being so finicky, we look at Charles, he's the Wolf Clan leader, and so essentially we need the 4 Wolf Clan hybrids. So we have Greta, we have Cynthia, we have Incubus, and we have Mikey. That is the 4 Wolf Clan hybrids right there. And your deck must consist of Charles, the Wolf Clan leader, if you're using a Charles deck, for example, and his 4 basically standard hybrid clan members. So in total, I now have 5 hybrids in my deck. I have Charles, the Wolf Clan leader, and I have his corresponding standard hybrids. So Cynthia, Charles Wolf Clan, Greta, Incubus, Mikey. You must have 10 hybrids in your deck. No less, no more. So for example, for the other remaining 5 hybrids, you can grab from any other clan. So for example, if I want Zera, I can grab Zera. If I want Victoria, I can grab Victoria. The only thing you can't do is double up on hybrids. So for example, I can't grab 2 Smithies, I can't grab 2 Victorias, and then the other 3 be, you know, random hybrids. You can't double up on your hybrids. That's the only thing to it. So again, I'll break that down quickly. Let's say I'm using Jules. I'll grab her full Fox Clan, which is here, which is Samuel, Smitty, Taylor, and Yolanda. And then I can grab 5 hybrids from any other clan I'm just not allowed to double up on the hybrids, and you can only have one clan leader in your deck. So if I'm using Jules as my clan leader, I can't also put Charles in my deck. I can only have one clan leader. So now let's quickly move over to the hidden rares and the rogue hybrids. So if we have a look at Ryuji, for example, you can see that he is a rogue hybrid, but he is a hidden rare. If we look at Alora, for example, you can see that she is also a rogue hybrid, but she is an ultra rare. So that's just a different rarity scale. I'm not going to get into rarity scales in this video too much because I only want to really showcase the gameplay, but I thought that was just something interesting that I would point out. So what you can do is you can actually have one rogue hybrid or one hidden rare in your deck. So as I was explaining before, you have to have 10 hybrids in your deck. So instead of having a standard hybrid in my deck, for example, let's say instead of having a Michael in my deck, I can replace a Michael out with, let's say, Alora or Silas, which is a rogue hybrid, or Rykard, which is a rogue hybrid. So I can have my full clan. Let's say I'm using Dedrick's clan. I can have Dedrick with his full clan, and then I can have 4 other random hybrids, and then plus a rogue hybrid as well in my deck. So that is essentially on how you compile your deck with hybrids. I hope that wasn't too confusing. I hope it was quite legible and understandable. And just to quickly iterate, I just wanted to show something quickly. So if we have a look at Charles here, you can see that is a rare Charles. The rare Charles's abilities are exactly the same as UR Charles's abilities, and that goes for all clan leaders and all UR variants of the clan leaders. I just wanted to really iterate that and make sure everyone knows that it's not like a pay to win where if you get the UR you get better abilities on your clan leaders or anything like that. And in the future, some of the standard hybrids will have URs and stuff like that as well. So it's going to be really cool. But once again, I'm not here to break down the rarities or anything like that. So I think we can move on to the arena now and start showing off the game and how it plays. All right, so here we are at the hybrid arena. So this whole playmat here, this whole area here is considered the arena with segments in the arena. So for example, the segment up the top is called the combat zone. The segment in the middle here where Charles is called the hybrid podium. The segment down the bottom here with the 4 squares is called the Vial Reserves. The square here on the left is called the defeated or the exhausted pile, where your defeated hybrids and exhausted vials are put. This segment here is for the clan card, which we are completely revamping. That's why I haven't delved too much into the clan cards, because we're having them completely revamped. So I'll leave that out for now. And then this segment here where my deck is the deck zone. Now, some of you may be thinking already, why is Charles in the hybrid podium already? Why is he in the arena? That's because your clan leader is put out right away. So technically, even though it's a 51 card deck, it's also technically a 50 card deck because your hybrid clan leader comes out right away. Your hybrid clan leader is put into the podium. They don't necessarily need to be put into the center. They can be put in any position of the hybrid podium, but I like to put them in the center just for cleanliness sake, I guess. But you can essentially put them wherever you like. There's no rule to that, and it doesn't change the outcome of the game regardless of where they are in the podium. Alright, so there's something that I just realized, and the UR Charles hasn't actually been updated yet to our updated design. So it's still the old design with the old basically play costs and stuff like that. So I'm going to get rid of the UR Charles, and I'm going to be using the standard Charles from now on, because this is the updated card and this is how the card should be. Alright, so now we're going to have a quick talk about the Vial Reserves. So the Vial Reserves is basically where you draw all your energy from to do things like attack with your hybrids, use special abilities, and use adrenaline cards, as I explained earlier. So I'm going to get rid of these vials here. I'm going to delete them. And we're going to basically showcase the game on how it starts. So what you do is you flip a coin. So you either call heads or tails. So let's just... I don't know, let's say tails. All right, so it lands on tails, so I can choose to go first, or I can choose if my opponent goes first. You'd be quite crazy to allow your opponent to go first, but there are situations and scenarios where you might want your opponent to go first. In a game of BlightBreed, you can't attack on your first turn. So I can't attack on my first turn, and then when it goes to my opponent's turn, if I started, my opponent can't attack on their first turn, but once it gets back to me, then I can start attacking. You draw 7 cards to start. So let's draw 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's actually not a bad draw. So I got 2 hybrids out of it, and I got a decent amount of vials out of it, and I got 2 pure vials out of it, and I also got an adrenaline out of it. So which adrenaline did I get? Switch the hybrid in your combat zone for a hybrid in your podium. Now, in the middle of your turn, if the hybrid in your combat zone is getting destroyed, that is a very, very good adrenaline to use, and the cost of it is very cheap. It's only 1 red vial. Unfortunately, we didn't draw any red vials this time, but that's okay. So now what you want to do is you want to get the vials into your Vial Reserves, because vials cannot be played from your hand. So you want to color code them just like this. Doesn't matter which area you put them in. You can color code them however you like, as long as they're color coded. And then I want to get some hybrids into my podium. So putting hybrids into your podium is free. Putting a hybrid into your combat zone, that's when you have to play the play cost. So for example, Sheath is 1 red, Cynthia is also 1 red. Adrenaline cards, on the other hand, are played from your hand directly, so your opponent never actually gets to see which adrenaline cards you have. Going back to the podium, the aim of the game is to protect your clan leader. Each clan leader has a defense of 120. You want to protect them at all costs, because if your clan leader is defeated, then you lose the game. If you defeat the opponent's clan leader, then you win the game. The way to protect your clan leader is by having a hybrid in your combat zone. If you don't have a hybrid in your combat zone, your clan leader can be attacked directly. I am mixing up my words so much here. This is such a mouthful. Going straight off the cuff like this. I can actually get a hybrid into my combat zone right now. So I can use Cynthia if I like. She has a play cost, as you can see in the top right, of 1 red vial. Or I can use Sheath as well, and she has a play cost of 1 red vial as well. Since I went first, I don't really need to get a hybrid into my combat zone right now, because my opponent can't actually attack on their first turn. So I can just chill and just wait to see what my opponent does. But now let's say my opponent has done something and it's come back to me. I've got 1 adrenaline card in my hand, which is switch the hybrid in your combat zone for a hybrid in your podium. I can either choose to discard that, or I can choose to keep it in my hand and then draw 6. You can never draw past 7. You can only always draw to 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I drew 6, and it was actually a decent draw. Lots of green vials, not too bad. And I also got a red vial as well, which is good. And I got another hybrid, which is also good. So now what I want to do is I do definitely want to get a hybrid into the combat zone. If I don't get a hybrid into the combat zone, my opponent can attack my clan leader Charles directly. Looking at my hybrids, I have Cynthia, which I'm not too keen to use right now. I have Mikey, who is an absolute tank. So his body smash is 2 red vials. It does 50 damage as it corresponds to the red box down the bottom, as you see, and it shows 50. And then he has his special ability War Cry, which is 2 basically colorless vials. So I can use 2 vials of any color to activate that special ability. War Cry, on your turn, search your deck for any 1 vial and place it into the Vial Reserves. So I look at my vials and I think, okay, I'm running low on red vials, and that costs 2 colorless. Well, not colorless, but it costs 2 color of any vial. So I might use 2 greens, and then I will search my deck and I will grab out a red vial and put it into my Vial Reserves. So now I have 2 red vials. I have 2 pure vials, 1 blue, and 2 greens. So now I'm going to get Mikey into the combat zone. He's very tough. As I said, he does 50 base damage and he has 60 defense. His defense is a little bit low, or it's standard defense, but he has very, very high base damage, which is amazing. So to put Mikey in the combat zone, all I need to do is drag him up, pay the 1 red vial cost, and he's in there defending Charles. Now from here, what I can do, I can look at my adrenalines, see what I have. So negate any attack from the hybrid in your opponent's combat zone for the hybrid in your combat zone. That is a very, very strong late game adrenaline, mid to late game adrenaline. Very, very good. So now what I can do is I can look at Mikey, body smash, 2 red vials. I've got 1 red vial, but I've got pure vials. I've got 2 pure vials. So what I can do, if I want to use body smash that badly on his hybrid, let's say on my opponent's hybrid in his combat zone, I can use a pure vial and I can actually use body smash. Because as I stated earlier, a pure vial acts as any amount of vial and any color vial. So I just use body smash on him. And let's say, for example, I destroy his hybrid in his combat zone. And let's say he's also using Charles. So I've destroyed the hybrid in his combat zone. Let's say he also had Mikey, for example. And let's say I've destroyed the hybrid in his combat zone. Now what I can actually do is I can get a free attack on his clan leader or any other hybrid that he has in his podium. It doesn't have to be the clan leader, but majority of the time people will just attack the clan leader directly. But if there's a really annoying hybrid that they're using and you want to get rid of them and you think it's more beneficial to get rid of that hybrid than attacking their clan leader directly, you're more than welcome to have a free attack of 50 base damage with Mikey or whichever hybrid you're using. So for example, if I was using Cynthia, her base damage would only be 30 on the hybrid clan leader or any other hybrid in your opponent's podium. But Mikey's base damage is 50, so I'm going to get a free attack on their clan leader, which is Charles, of 50. So there's damage counters here. So I grab 30, then I grab 20, and I've done 50 damage to Charles. So Charles has 70 damage remaining. For example, let's say it's back to my turn now. And let's say I don't like these 2 adrenalines. I don't want these 2 adrenalines. You can discard cards from your hand, but you can only do it at the start of your turn before you draw cards. So if I don't like these 2 adrenalines, for example, I can discard them at the start of my turn and I can draw to 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a really, really good draw. That is a really, really good draw. Smitty, I'm not going to get too in depth with the cards right now, but Smitty is very, very, very overpowered. I wouldn't say overpowered, but very, very strong. His Cunning Foxtrot special ability is absolutely insane. So I'm going to get Smitty into the podium. And now I have a full arena. I cannot put any more hybrids into the arena. So it's 5 hybrids. You can only have 5 hybrids in your, well, podium and, well, your arena in general. And I also drew Anubis, which is a rogue hybrid, which is actually a hidden rare. He's not actually a rogue hybrid, he's actually a hidden rare. So there are some hidden rare hybrids that aren't rogues. And once again, as I explained earlier, you can only have 1 hidden rare or 1 rogue hybrid in your deck. Victoria is another insane draw. She is absolutely crazy hybrid, an absolute powerhouse of a hybrid, especially when she's paired with Matthias, which is her clan leader. So let's get these vials out, just like that. That was a very, very, very good draw. That was an insane draw. So now if I wanted to, for example, let's use this as an example. How many red vials do I have? I have 2. So I have Smitty, which has Cunning Foxtrot, and Cunning Foxtrot is a clutch for many, many people that play this game. So if you read Cunning Foxtrot's ability, the opponent cannot draw from their deck at the start of their next turn. Can only be used once every 2nd turn. We had to nerf it, so you could actually use this every single turn if you had the vials for it. And now that we're onto that, now that we're onto special abilities, you can use as many special abilities as you like from the podium, from any hybrid, as long as you have the vials to essentially activate the special abilities. So you can use as many special abilities as you like from the podium, and even the special ability from the hybrid in your combat zone, if you have a hybrid in your combat zone. So you can use as many special abilities as you like from your podium, as long as you have the vials to compensate for it. So just a couple of more rules to go over before we wrap this up and you see an actual game being played between myself and Josh, who is actually a BlightBreed team member, and Josh absolutely annihilates me. It's a fun game to watch. I get absolutely destroyed It's absolutely hilarious how much he destroys me. But before we watch that video, before we see that, a couple more rules to go over just quickly. A hybrid can be withdrawn from the combat zone once per turn. So for example, if I wanted to withdraw Mikey, I can withdraw him, and then I can replace him with another hybrid, but I have to pay the play cost for that hybrid. So for example, if I want to replace Mikey, if I want to withdraw Mikey and then replace him with another hybrid, I have to play the play cost for that hybrid replacing him. So for example, say I wanted to replace Mikey with Cynthia, I withdraw Mikey and I can put Cynthia up, and then her play cost is 1 red vial. I can only do that once per turn, so you can't keep withdrawing and then putting another hybrid in, withdrawing and then putting another hybrid in. You can only withdraw and put in another hybrid once per turn. If the hybrid that you're withdrawing has damage counters on it, when you withdraw it, the damage counters stay on that hybrid. To get rid of a hybrid from your podium, so say for example, you've filled up your podium and you've put in a hybrid that you don't really want anymore, you can get rid of that hybrid by sacrificing that hybrid, essentially putting them into the defeated pile and paying the play cost for that hybrid. So for example, if I wanted Mikey out of my podium for whatever reason, I can do that, but I do need to pay the play cost for Mikey, which is 1 red vial. And that essentially gets rid of Mikey, frees up 1 spot, and I can put someone like Victoria in if I really wanted to. One last thing I will go over, which is a very, very late game sort of thing, well, mid to late game, is vial incubation. So for example, let's say I'm running out of vials. Let's say I've used many vials. I haven't been playing too well. I haven't been resource managing too well. There's something called vial incubation. Essentially what vial incubation is let's say I wanted extra blue vials, right? Let's say I wanted extra blue vials. If you don't have a vial, you can't vial incubate. So if I don't have that color vial, so let's say I don't have red here, I can't incubate red. But let's say I do have a red here and I need more red vials, and I have no more, I don't think I have any red vials left in my deck, or I have no more red vials left at all. What I can do is I can flip this over right at the start of my turn. So after I draw cards, the first thing I'd do is I'd put down my vials, and then I'd start a vial incubation cycle, which is essentially you flip over the vial that you want to incubate. Pure vials, just to put it out there, cannot be incubated. So you cannot incubate a pure vial. So incubating a vial is essentially you flip over the red vial, and I cannot use the red vial on my turn, on my whole turn, and my opponent's whole turn. But once it gets back to me onto my turn, I can reflip this. I can go into my discard exhausted pile. I can search it, and then I can grab 2 more red vials, and hopefully you have 2 exhausted red vials in your Vial Reserves. And that is a vial incubation, and now I have 3 red vials again. So again, with vial incubation, you really have to remember that it is very much a catch-22, because if I'm incubating a vial, I cannot use that color vial for my turn or for my opponent's turn. So if I have hybrids that require red vials and I'm incubating red vials, I cannot use red vials until it gets back to me and my vial incubation cycle has finished. There's no way to cancel a vial incubation cycle, so you have to use it sparingly and you have to use it in the right moments. So you have to really think when you're going to use a vial incubation, or if you're even going to do it. Another thing I'd like to mention is that once an attack move is initiated, whether it is negated by your opponent or not in any way, whether it's by an adrenaline card or a special ability from one of their hybrids, it ends your turn. An attack move ends your turn, and an attack move can only be used from the combat zone. There is no attack move that can be used from the podium. An attack move can only be used from the combat zone. Another thing I'd like to mention is the attack move ability. I wouldn't say every hybrid, but majority of hybrids do have an attack move ability. Some hybrids just have a standard attack. For example, Mikey just has a standard attack. He doesn't have an attack move ability. But for example, Cynthia here, she has an attack move ability called Fight or Flight. Her attack move ability is this attack can be used directly on your opponent's clan leader. If this ability is negated by an adrenaline card or ability, Cynthia is defeated. I'm sure you can work out what that means on your own. But you don't have to use the attack move ability. You can just choose to use her standard attack of 30, but it's still going to cost the same amount of vials. It's still going to cost 1 red and 1 green vial, regardless if you use her attack move ability or just her standard attack of 30. The last thing I'd like to mention before I show you the video of me getting absolutely slaughtered is that you can move your clan leader into the combat zone at free cost, as they don't have a play cost. Obviously, there is a major catch-22 with that, because if your clan leader is in the combat zone, it can be attacked directly by your opponent. It can be attacked directly by your opponent, and it can be clutched down. There's many adrenalines, and there's quite a few hybrid special abilities that clutch your clan leader down. So if you move your clan leader into the combat zone, there's a chance of lots of trouble. But again, it is a catch-22 because clan leaders do have very strong attacks. For example, Charles here, Hardened Claws, this move deals an additional 10 plus damage for each hybrid in your podium. So it says 30 plus down the bottom for Charles, right? And if I have 4 hybrids in my podium, I am doing 40, 50, 60, 70 damage. So I'm doing 70 damage in one hit, which would destroy majority of hybrids in this game. So it is a catch-22. It is very, very much a catch-22. The issue with your clan leader being in your combat zone is they can be attacked directly every single time. So you have to be very, very careful. I mean, you can think, oh, I'm going to move it up, and then next turn I'm going to move it down. But then there are, as I said, abilities and adrenalines that can lock down your clan leader from being able to move from the combat zone. So there's a few things there that you have to be careful of. But I think I have explained enough. I think that's majority of the explanation of how BlightBreed works. I may have missed a few things, and if I have, I apologize. There is a version 1 rulebook on our Discord, and we're updating the rulebook constantly. Anyway, that's it. Here's a video of me getting absolutely destroyed by Josh in BlightBreed. Hope you enjoy. Alrighty, Josh, let's get this on. Do you want to do the honors of the coin flip?
I know I keep dropping a coin off the table, so you can do that one for me.
You want me to coin flip?
But yeah.
Okay. Let's do the coin flip. You do always wait. We didn't call heads or tails. Yeah, you do always.
We didn't call. What did it land on? And that I'll go with that.
Give me head. It's tails. You want heads? All right, let's flip. You got heads. You're such. That's so bullcrap. All right, you're up.
I like it. All right.
All right, go draw 7.
Good luck.
Good luck. That's 6. One more, bro.
Math's not always been a strong point.
Yeah, math is my weak point as well. I'm surprised I even counted that out. So what are you gonna do, huh?
Just strategizing a little.
You gonna smite me? You already got a smitty, don't you?
No, I don't.
Oh
I wish.
You do have. You do have Kenny though. Are you gonna strong arm Charles? Are you gonna put Kenny into your combat zone?
I am going to put Kenny into my combat zone.
That is the smartest thing you could do. His defense and base attack is absolutely ridiculous.
So I just paid the 1 red vial cost.
Yep, to put Kenny into the combat zone. Yep, cool.
Yep.
And that ends your turn.
End turn.
Yeah, alright, I'll draw 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What are you doing?
Alright, why do I need to explain it? I've already explained it. I've already explained what I've...
Yeah, it's just like you get a competitive edge. Not that I really need it, but... You know.
What am I doing? Why do you want to know what I'm doing? No, I'm not telling you what I'm doing. All right.
I thought it might work for the people at home.
For the people at home. Do I want to put her out? Yeah, I mean, I better get some hybrids out, right? I don't want to be. She's a tank. She's a tank. She's a tank. She's. I don't really like her. She's good for some scenarios, but I don't want to use her right now. Oh, yes, I'll definitely... No, I don't... No, not there. No, not there. Come on, man. What are you doing? There we go. Get a Victoria out, hey. Tiger Pounce. Oh, how many vials do you have? Alright, so what is Tiger Pounce? Tiger Pounce, if your opponent has less than 5 vials in their Vial Reserves, this move deals ×2 damage. So she's 1 blue cost. I've only got 1 blue vial, and then the cost is 1 blue and 1 red.
You can't. Can you attack me straight up though?
No, I can't attack you straight up because it's my first turn.
Sneaky dog.
But you can attack me though. What are you? You got 2. You got 2, man. She's got 90 defense. She's a bit of a tank. 1 green. I've got a green. All right, I'm gonna put Yolanda out into the combat zone with 1 green, and then that get Greta out. Yeah. Yeah, that ends my turn. Oh man, you're getting some good. Oh man, come on. What is with these draws? I shuffle. Man, I need to learn to shuffle decks better. What is this? What is this? You know, you got Greta as well. She's got pretty strong defense. So for those of you watching, I am using the standard rare Charles just for some composition differences, I guess, and then Josh is using the UR Charles art. What's Hardened Claws? This move deals an additional 10 plus damage for each hybrid in your podium, in my podium.
I'm going to use a pure vial for this card.
Did you just reject me? No, overcharge. Castaway. Your opponent must discard 1 standard hybrid of your choice from their podium to the defeater pile. That's going to be Victoria, right? Yeah, no, it's going to be Greta. You're going to...
I am going to go Greta.
You're going to go Greta, so I can't negate rejected, aren't you?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, okay. All right, well, there you go then. And then you're going to clinch Charles, maybe, or you're going to... you have so many vials, man. There's not much I can do.
I am going to clinch Charles.
Yeah, I knew you were going to clinch Charles.
A blue
so
and
clinch,
a red.
just for those watching, clinch, your opponent cannot use their clan leader in any way on their next turn. So I need to grab a red counter. So a red multi-turn counter, which means essentially it's like a negative effect. So that means Charles is clinched on his next turn, which means I can't use Charles in any way on my next turn.
And I am paying 2 red vials and attacking with strong arm.
Oh, 50 damage. Yolanda's got 90 defense, so she's strong. So 50 damage. Yep. So if that's 50 damage on Yolanda, and that ends your turn.
Yeah.
All right, I will draw. So I'm going to discard. Oh, you just saw her. Well, what has she got? This attack can be used directly on your opponent's clan leader. If this ability is negated by an adrenaline card. Defeated. She's too weak. She's good for some situations, but you need to get her out pretty fast, and it's a bit too far gone for that. So I'm going to draw 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not bad draws.
Did you not have 1 card in your hand or no?
No, I discarded.
Okay. Well, 2 reds is annoying.
Yeah, this is even more annoying. So Adrenaline 4. So we haven't named all the Adrenalines yet, for those watching. But yeah, just a heads up. Search your deck for a standard vial, draw it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. A standard vial. What do I not have? Do I need it's a colorless cost. Do I need a standard vial? I don't really need a standard vial. If the opponent has at least 2 pure vials in their Vial Reserves, this move deals ×2 damage. You've only got 1 pure vial. You use that. You knew that was coming. Unless that was just total freak accident that you completely, by using the pure vial you used last round, you negated rage. Oh, I could have done 80 damage and killed and defeated Kenny.
Oh no.
So for some reason, UR Charles's costs are different to... UR Charles hasn't been updated. So get rid of UR Charles.
Yeah, why does...
Yeah, get rid of your UR Charles and put in standard Charles, because UR Charles...
Look at this trickery, everyone. Look at this trickery.
Yeah, hold up. Let me copy that. No, I just realized that we haven't. We forgot to update You Are Charles in the TTS. There you go. All right, I'm just gonna use 2 blue vials and just.
It's gonna be the longest play video ever.
It's fine, bro. It's
You're
only.
so slow.
It's fine. It's fine, bro.
You're so slow. The people don't want to watch you slow. Should have given them from my point of view. I'm action quickly.
Yeah, but I can cut it and stuff. You're ruining my play video, man. Come on.
No, this is banter.
This is ruining everything. You've just ruined everything, and it hurts my feelings. I'm just going to use 2 blues. I'm going to use 2 blues and attack. I'm going to use. If you were to shut up, I'm going to use 2 blues. This isn't banter. This is sledging. I'm going to use 2 blues and then attack Kenny for 40, and then that ends my turn.
Hey, amazing. If only someone could have called that 10 minutes ago.
Well, I did. But, you know, you don't shut up.
It's true.
What is that? What are you using? Don't tell me that's... what is that?
What
is that?
Adrenaline 2. Search your hand for a standard adrenaline.
No, you're going to get rejected by that girl that you asked out last week. Oh, no, not rejected on your... No.
No.
Your opponent cannot draw any cards at the start of their next turn. No, I hate it, man.
I'm going to pay 2 green.
Sure, man. Sure, no worries.
Rejected.
Sure. So I can't draw at the start of my next turn. Thanks, man.
Can you do anything in response to that?
No, you got rid of Greta. I can't. No, you got rid.
Yes, I did. I knew I did. I just wanted to.
Yeah, I know. You were just.
I just wanted to highlight your.
Yeah, but you're pretty. You're a loser, all right. So.
That's mean.
That's. Do you have full? Oh, you almost have full Wolf Clan, man. No, you don't. You're pretty far off. Actually, you're 2 off.
And I am going to attack with Kenny.
What's his base attack? 50. 40? No.
50.
50. Your land is dead. No.
See ya.
Wait. There's 20 gun. Man. And then you get 50 on Charles.
The board's looking a little empty.
He's unclinched, by the way.
Yeah. Did you want to draw or oh damn.
So it's only 40. What defense does he have left? He's only got 30 left. So I'm gonna put Charles into combat zone. It's my it's my turn. I'm gonna put Charles into combat zone, which is risky, and I'm going to use a I'm gonna use no, it doesn't. So 40 damage, so Kenny's on 50, so yeah, okay, he's dead. So it's, what is it, two red vials.
Hold on, do you want to pay your cost?
Yeah, 2 red vials, so Kenny's gone, unless you're negating.
Okay, so in response,
no,
I'm going to use a pure vial to pay 2 blue.
What is this? Negate any attack from the hybrid in your opponent's combat zone for the hybrid in your... No, man, come on! Come on!
Damn.
Rejected,
right,
plus
so,
negated. Okay, well that's...
Are you okay over there?
No, because that was...
Okay,
that
so
was
my
devastating. Turn? Yeah, I'm done. I can't even pull Charles back until my next turn. So you can directly... I'm dead, it's game over. I thought it was such a... I'm like, man, I'm so smart doing this. I'm going to get rid of Kenny and then I'm going to attack his Charles. And then I'm going to pull Charles back and then I'm going to hopefully draw some hybrids next turn. I'm dead. You are going to absolutely destroy Charles. He's in combat zone.
So I'm just paying 1 red.
You're going
to Deckmaster.
Deckmaster, draw 3 cards anytime during your turn. Oh man, you are destroying me. And you can clinch Charles as well, which means if you clinch Charles, I can't move him out of the combat zone next turn.
Yeah, which I will be
doing.
I will be clinching Charles.
Your opponent
for
cannot
one
use their clan
blue
leader in
and
any
one
way.
red.
So Charles is clinched. Oh, great, man. Yeah, awesome move, Jesse. Yeah, awesome move, man. Just put Charles, put your clan leader into the combat zone. What a great move. What a genius move against basically a full setup. What a genius move. So genius.
And I'm gonna attack for 50. You can just probably just add another 50 damage counters to...
No, you can't because you didn't destroy him.
What?
So you can attack him for 50, right? But you didn't destroy a hybrid. So
yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay. So 40, so 60. He's got 20 defense left, and he's clinched. That's game over. GG. Thanks, Josh.
You can draw.
Oh yeah, but I can't unclinch.
At least see it out. At least see it out.
Okay. 1, 2.
Maybe you get
3,
something
4,
to negate damage.
5, 6. But I'm clinched. Charles can't be used in any. Yeah, I can negate. You're right. But like.
I mean, if you want to just throw it in, you can say, "Wow, glorious master, you beat me." I'll accept it. I'll accept the praise from
such a different standard fire. Your opponent cannot draw any cards at the start of the next turn. That doesn't even help me.
Did I misread the memo where I was supposed to throw so you could win and look good in the video?
Yeah, no.
Is that in the memo?
Yeah, you read the memo, right? That's why you're throwing. That's why I'm throwing this match. I'm throwing this match just so you can look good, so people think it's an easy game. And I'm clinched, and I end my turn. I can't. I literally.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait.
I'll draw.
Search your deck for any one adrenaline card. Show your opponent, take them and place it into your hand. That's 2 blues. I don't even have any blue vials. I got a pure.
Use your pure.
For what? What am I gonna do? I'm clinched.
You adrenaline queen.
On your turn.
You search for an adrenaline in your deck.
What adrenaline, Josh? What adrenaline am I gonna use?
Let me have a look in your deck.
Hold up. No, don't have a look in my deck. Get out of my deck. Switch the hybrid in your combat zone for the hybrid in your podium. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Wait. I found it.
Okay.
Switch that. Okay. I'm taking this out. I'm using a pure vial for it. So I just used Victoria's Adrenaline Queen. On your turn, search your deck for any one adrenaline card, show your opponent, then place it into your hand. So there you go, you're seeing the adrenaline. Switch the hybrid in your combat zone for a hybrid in your podium. Alright, and wait, how much does that cost? What does that cost? 1 red. Yeah, I'll pay it now. So 1 red, so I'm taking Charles out.
Okay, well, but before you do that, I'm just going to use a pure vial.
Wait, no, what are you doing?
Or Greta's Howling Moon, which negates any one adrenaline card your opponent activates. What? No, why did you make me do it? Why would you make me do it? I totally forgot you had Greta. It's good to see gameplay.
It's good to be an ass as well.
I mean,
I'm done. It's game over. You win. That's game over. That's GG. That's game over. It's GG. I'm clinched. Charles is clinched. I can't move him out of combat zone.
That was a good game.
Wait, no. Wait. Yeah. I was clinched. I was clinched that round. So actually, yeah. But I mean, I'm unclinched, but it's your turn, so I can't move him out of the combat zone until it's my turn again. So, no, that wasn't a good game. That was ass. You absolutely dominated me.
That was great for the people to see.
It was great for people to see an absolute domination, because that was an absolute domination. Absolute domination. Thanks for the game, Josh. That was fun.
Thank you.
And there you have it. There is the full breakdown. Hopefully the full breakdown. Hopefully most of it made sense for the BlightBreed gameplay. As you saw at the end there, I got absolutely dominated by Josh. And if you made it all the way to the end and you're here now watching me speak, I thank you so much. Subscribe to this channel. There's going to be a lot more gameplay content, and there's going to be a lot more showcasing cards and future sets and so on. But if you did enjoy this video and you did enjoy the breakdown of the full gameplay for BlightBreed, and you did enjoy seeing me get my ass kicked, please subscribe to this channel, leave a like, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. That's me signing out. Peace.